What's up YouTube? My name is Caden and you're watching Gas It Garage. Today we are going to be working on and riding this Motovox mini bike right here with a 196cc engine in it. In this video I'm going to be replacing the throttle cable because it recently broke, and then I'm also going to be fixing the brakes and replacing the rear fender, and then after that I'm going to take this thing out for a ride. Alright guys, so this is the Motovox mini bike that I put this 196cc engine into that was off of my drag bike over there. This was the engine that was originally in it when I got the Baja Warrior. So I decided to put it into this Motovox frame that was originally my best friend's mini bike that he just didn't need anymore. So when we took this thing to Mini Mayhem along with all the other machines, my dad tried to ride it, but he hit a really big rut and got all sideways and actually wrecked. And he destroyed the front fender, and it also broke the rear fender off somehow. I'm not even sure how that happened. So I'm going to be replacing the rear fender and trying to zip tie the front fender back together. And then I also need to put some new brake pads in this thing because the old ones are pretty much gone. So this thing essentially has almost no brakes, which is kind of scary, especially since the engine is de-governed and this thing goes really, really fast. And then last time my brother was riding this thing, the throttle cable broke, so I gotta replace that. And then after I do all those things, then I'm gonna take this thing out for a ride. I'm gonna take it through the woods and maybe even jump it. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so here's what I've gotten done so far on this bike. I got the front fender right here zip tied back together and it's holding pretty well. I put this thumb throttle on that I had sitting around because the original twist grip on here, whenever you would twist it, just over time, just the way it worked, it would eventually wear the cable down. And for some reason, there was just a lot of tension on it, and it eventually snapped the end of the cable off. So I just decided to throw this thing on here, and it's going to work way better than the twist grip and just be a little bit more comfortable to use. I still have to hook up the throttle cable end right here, and I have to figure out a way to hook it onto this governor arm right here, but I'll do that in a minute. And then I also took off the rear fender, and I'm actually still trying to find a new fender on Amazon, and I haven't really been too successful in finding that, so I'm probably just going to look to eBay to try and find one, but it's not going to prevent us from riding this thing in this video. So if I don't get that done in this video, I'll just worry about it another time because it won't prevent us from riding this thing. And then as for the brake caliper right here, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to put new brake pads in it, but the more I'm looking at this thing, it's pretty beat up and it just needs to be replaced. So I bought a new brake caliper right here that I'm going to throw on it, and it also comes with an extra set of brake pads, even though there are brake pads in it, so that's going to be nice to have. So right now I'm going to hook this up and hook up the throttle cable right here, and after that I can take this thing out for a ride. Alright, I got the brake caliper on and hooked up, and the brakes work now, and I also got the throttle cable hooked up onto there. It's a little bit janky, and I had to make a custom little bracket there and hook it up like that, but if I push the throttle, it works just fine, and it's actually pretty smooth. So I'm going to put some gas in this thing and take it out for a ride. Alright guys, time to ride this thing. Wonder if it'll start up first pull. There we go. Yeah, this throttle is way more controllable now, because before you would just hit it and it would just go full throttle immediately. Now it's significantly more controllable with this thumb throttle right here. That's nice. Whoa. Nice to have a working brake now. tire here. Yeah, a little bit. Wheelie maybe? Oh yeah, I don't wheelie. Oh yeah. This thing's running way better. That hurt. Go again. Ow. That was crazy. That seems a little sketchy. Yeah, actually, I'm probably going to throw in some footage right now of when Garrett tried to jump this thing a few months ago and absolutely wrecked horribly. So I'll throw that footage in right here. Ooh. Are you good?
Yeah, fine.
That.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say right now.
My seat flew off.
How does the dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing saved my life.
Okay, we're not doing that anymore. Okay. My back is dying from that. How high did I get?
Pretty high.
Ooh. Actually, well, that's been like that.
Yeah.
Tire still holds air.
Yeah. You landed, I heard, I was like, dude, he just popped the tires on that thing.
Yeah, this thing goes really weird. This thing goes weird. That was a whiff. All right, so I'm letting my cousin ride it. He was filming for me a little bit. Yeah, I think the top speed on this thing is about like 35, 36, somewhere around there, just because it's geared so short. But it's kind of good that it's geared that way because we're gonna take this thing off-road more than it is on-road. He decided to get his mini bike out too, so he's ripping that thing around. Yeah, that bike is sketchy to jump because there's no suspension, and it literally breaks your back every time you try and jump it. You don't really realize how small that bike actually is until you see someone else ride it and you're like, the thing is absolutely tiny. But it's pretty fun for what it is though. But yeah, overall, I would say that's a pretty good little mini bike. I still have to find a rear fender for it. I'm still looking on eBay for one, but I'll find one eventually. But thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video.
Well, it seems it's just me here. It's cold. I'm not getting paid. Overall, it's not that bad. Yeah, I am still cold. Is he coming? Maybe he died. I don't know. Kind of sounds like he's coming back.